Okay, is it going to say I'm live? I think I'm live. Okay. Good morning. Hello. I'm Kirsten Peck, and I'm here this morning just saying hello, good morning from my garden in paradise here in Kamui, Puerto Rico. So I'm starting the day every day here at 10 o'clock. If you would like to subscribe and follow along, I'm here every day sharing my great adventures of life here in Puerto Rico. Because I was a high school teacher back in Tampa, Florida a few years ago, I ran away, is the only description for it. I made a plan and I made a great escape. And I moved to San Juan, Puerto Rico. And now it's been almost 4 years. I can't believe how time flies. But I have worked on this formula for making people happy. What is it in life that you really love? Where are your passions? Where are your strengths? Where are your interests? And how to tap into that to make your life centered on those things and shifting away from things that you were doing that you really want to give up. You have to kind of decide, I got to give some things up because I want something better. And so I'm here and I'm just kind of touching base, inviting you to join me here online, subscribe, follow along. I'm here every day in the mornings talking about art and how creative thinking and creativity can really improve your life and kick it up a notch, make things better. So today's topic I kind of want to talk about is how our experiences and the things we go through actually make us who we are. And so while that might be hard to kind of handle that baggage or that history that's come before us, it also can provide great strengths and great foundations for busting forward and like really blasting off into the future. So taking a minute to recognize those experiences, whether they were good, that's great. Take the energy from that success and build on that. But almost more importantly, I want to kind of talk about those challenges of where things didn't go right. And you got to kind of say, yeah, sorry, but that didn't work. And how are you honest with yourself about making that kind of a discussion? Because that's the only way you're going to learn from it. And the only way to grow by paying attention to what happens and changing and improving yourself for the future. So now I got a couple people saying hi. Someone's from Italy, somebody from Georgia. This is great. I love talking to people. This is why I'm jumping on these live streams in the morning. It's like fishing to see who's out there, you know? So, okay, hello, good morning. Subscribe, follow along, come back every day. I'm here in the mornings talking about creativity and adding magic of creativity into your life. That's the fun part, right? So let me turn this around because this is a garden tour. I am sitting here in paradise. I'm out here at the front door. Let's go back in the garden. Check this out. All right, here we go. So all the details are down in the show notes or on my website, joywestpress.com. I have reservations open to visit with me here in Puerto Rico to talk about life and how to make your life better. Someone says, what kind of creativity? Well, in the arts, if we're talking about arts and creativity, there's actually 7 different kinds of arts, and I'm doing all of them because I love them all. Language arts, digital media is here this morning. That's what this is. Infinity math and culinary. The afternoon arts, visual arts, which is sculptures and paintings, decorative arts, and performing arts. And of course, showbiz. We got to talk about the money part of this, right? So here's my garden. And it's really like a sanctuary or a private, safe space to think about life. And really, I'm challenging you to change your perspective and look at life in a different way. So, in perspective, it's how you look at something. And I'm going to say either shallow, like 2D in 2 dimensions, very flat, very shallow, or with much depth and detail, much more 3D, which obviously is more thought and more information and different perspective. So yeah, you have to go deeper when you go to 3D compared to 2D. Okay? So I'm showing you my giant palm tree frond. This thing is giant. It is 25 feet long. Let me walk the length of it. And I'm building a palm tree. I have 8 different kinds of them here. I'm obsessed. This is so cool. I'm fascinated with the structure of this thing. I want to know how long it's been growing up there. I want to know how long it took it to fall off the tree. I heard it the other day when it fell. Not just the coolest. And so, yeah, my garden is giving me the time and the place to stop and think about my life. And I'm inviting you to stop and think about your life and quit running around on hyperactive autopilot in a 2D, just gimme, 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 go, 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 because you're missing a lot of detail. And you're missing a lot of stuff that's kind of cool. And when you really dig in and you really look at details, then you really see stuff that's like, wow, I didn't even think of that. Look at this pattern. That's cool, right? Let me say in here, wait, you don't plan it? That's right. If you don't plan it, nobody's going to do it. Thank you. Good point. That's why I'm here. So this is a creative approach to changing your life. It's something different. It is all research based. I'm an award-winning high school teacher that sat through so many trainings about things that we need to learn, skills for production, for productivity and money management kind of stuff. And I know as a high school teacher, those things didn't get taught. They were missed, or people didn't come to school that day. I don't know what it was. So let me switch this around. I want to sit back down here a second and just kind of wrap this up here in my studio, because it is, I really believe that people are hurting, and I see the struggle. I was trained in trauma response of how to handle life after hurricanes, and the signs that you look for when people are struggling. And I look around and I see it, and I know it's here in Puerto Rico. Obviously, we've been through hurricanes, and the politics and the struggle here is very real. And that's part of why I moved here, was because I want to help the Puerto Rican people figure out what's in their best interest and in their best destiny. And that's true for everybody. What's in your best interest and your best destiny? Because if you want to talk about it, I'm here to talk about it. And it's hard to admit that the stuff could be better, because that means you might have to change something and you might have to do something different. But that's the only way to grow, and that's the only way to then be happier, because you made those changes. So my notes here, I'm trying to get through this. Yeah, our experiences make us who we are. And it's one of my favorite lines from a poem, is that life is but an arch, wherefore we travel through. And so this idea that we are going to get through life and enjoy it I got somebody sending me hi. Thank you. Rody saying he's my fan. Awesome. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Share. Because I'm trying to get the word out. I have a very unique way of remixing someone's life, helping you see it in a really simple formula. It's kind of like math. It's really like an algebra formula. Do this, and divide it by that. And then we'll multiply it by this, and you'll come out transformed. And yes, we're using masks and some identity work to try to help reimagine ourselves by literally reimagining ourselves with paint or with markers or with sculpture or whatever medium you want to use. So I'm here. I'm inviting you to join me and share the word. It's creativity. And in creativity, you are the center. You are the export. You draw on all of your experiences and all of your background. And so instead of thinking that it's a bad thing, think about it as a good thing. It's a treasure chest. And we can dig into that treasure chest and like make gold appear. I can help you find the gold in your treasure chest. I like how I think of these things like, this is the creativity. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm here. Let me get back to, I'm working on a video. So I got to get back to video editing, and I'm excited because I want you to join me. So that's my story. That's the deal. And creativity is fantastic. Everybody can do it. And I'm here to help you see how your life can be better when you stop and you kind of look at it and you say, yeah, let's fix a couple things. Remix it. Okay. Remixing. Joy West Press. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.